Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the second part of the live video that I've been doing of creating this poster design. I am slowly getting through the line work, and I just think it's cool that you all can see what it looks like in real time and how long it really takes. So we are going to move over to the program here. And this is what we got finished on the last video. Today I kind of wanted to work in this area here. So I made a new layer here, and then we're going to go to enter isolation mode, and here we are. Alright, so I am just going to kind of figure out what I want to do here. I press L for ellipse tool. And I kind of just want to get the sun to where it's going, but I want it to be a circle. So I'm going to do that again. And while I'm doing it, I'm going to hold shift to make a perfect circle. I'm thinking pen tool. Maybe some curves here to kind of begin that water there. Oh, I don't like that. And then I'm gonna kind of just start to make it go crazy over here so I can just kind of stop it there. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna mess around with that a little bit. I want to make her hair like a wave, maybe. I want to make it. I want to make it to where her hair becomes the waves. I think that that's coming together. I'm starting to really like it. I'm just trying to sit back and kind of look at what I've got going on and decide whether or not I need to change anything or add anything else. But I think that I just got an idea, so I'm going to try that out while I have it in my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go underneath the text. Yeah, I'm going to go underneath the text. So to create a new layer, you can go down here in the bottom right and you can click this plus sign, and it creates a new layer above the layer that you were selected on. I haven't covered that part yet, but in case you didn't know. So in this layer, I'm going to enter isolation mode just so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to kind of like create this idea that I have in my head right now. So there's a rectangle, and I'm going to go to properties, and I'm going to go to align and horizontal align center just to make sure it's in the center of my canvas. It's also useful to use this one as well, and it puts it in the middle, which is where I think I want it. But now that I see that the text is very off-center, I'm going to move into that layer and fix that really quick because it's going to throw me off. Okay, so the reason why it's not showing up is because they're not a group, I don't think. No, that's not it. Why are they not showing up? Okay, there it is. Alright, so it's going to be a little off, but that's okay. That looks better. Alright, back into this rectangle here. And I want to pull it down a bit. And then I want to get an ellipse. And I'm going to hold shift to make it perfect. And then I'm going to hold shift while I'm transforming to keep it symmetrical and circular. And then I'm just going to go to properties and make sure that's centered to double check that it's lined up perfectly. I'm liking this shape here, and it needs to be put together to one shape. So select B and select both shapes. Now you can group them together, and since they're both selected, you can go over to this shape builder tool right here. And as you can see, these gray areas pop up with the shape builder tool. And what you do with these is, if you want to create a shape, you drag it through that shape and then it creates it. If you just want, to split apart a shape, like this was a circle, but you want just this part, you just click on it, that's now a shape. That does not include that. So what I want to do is I want this to be a shape, and then I'm just going to click on these to be shapes, just so it's easier to select them. So when I select them, it only selects that part, and I can delete it. And then I got the shape that I want, and I can make sure it's aligned and exactly where I want. So I want to move it up still until about there. And I want it to be filled with black for now. Actually, what I want to do is I want this white area around here, I want it to be inverted pretty much. So I want the white area around here to be black, and then the black area to show the picture, but have the picture still come up over it. It'll make sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click off of this shape, and I'm going to press M for rectangle, and I'm just going to make a rectangle over that shape. And I'm going to make that rectangle white. And then I'm going to press Control and then the open bracket to make that layer go down a layer. And the closed bracket, you make it go up a layer. So I just moved it behind that shape. And I'm just gonna clean it up a bit. Alright, so then I'm gonna press Shift and select the shape. And I have the rectangle selected. And then I'm gonna go over here to Pathfinder and click to exclude. So you do that, and then now the shape is just that shape there. So I like it like that. I'm gonna fix it a little bit. And right here I'm gonna press A and select just these top two anchors in this rectangle here. And I'm gonna use my arrow keys to move them up to where I want them. Nice, okay. So So that's just going to be like a bottom layer. Right now I'm going to lower the opacity so I can still see through it and put my design on top of it. I have to be selected on it though. There we go. So it looks gray, but it's going to be black. I just wanted it there so I can still see through it and still design the stuff without having to completely hide it, because I do want to know where it is during the design process, because I kind of want this water to just spill out of the frame and into the room here with the sand. And I'm going to start to kind of map that out to show myself that that's what I want to do so I don't forget. So this may look like a bunch of scribbles and mess, but it really has changed quite a bit. So this is kind of what we've got now, and I really am starting to like it. I'm starting to think about colors, and I might just scroll through Adobe Colors and look at some colors. You can maybe hear my thoughts about it. I want to start adding some basic colors and shapes so I can kind of see what I need to do. So hello, I'm here again. I'm just going to open up Adobe Color and look at some color palettes and just kind of like drop them into this file here. So I'm going to open this up, and so it's color.adobe.com that I'm using. There we go. Explore. So you go to Explore and you can type in whatever you want. It looks like yellow is like the theme here. So I'm gonna do ocean. And it's probably gonna be a lot of blue. I don't want to be cliche and just do blue though. I'm liking this. So I'm just gonna add it to my library. I'm just gonna add everything that I like to my library, and then I'm gonna go back through it, and I'm going to look at my library and just decide which colors I like the most, and then make an educated guess on what would look best together. So I'm liking this one as well. This one's interesting because I like this yellow. It could be a sand color, and like these could be the background colors, the more muted tones, and this could be like the text. But we'll keep looking. Now this one struck my interest, and I think that I could make these colors part of the frame at the bottom near the sand. I think that could be really interesting, so I'm definitely going to add that to my library. I don't want anything too bright. I want it beachy, but see, this is good because I do have a moon in the background, and purple would be perfect for this. For the sky, we could do like a sunset type of time, and I really like that idea, so I think that that's kind of where I'm gonna head. So I'm gonna go back to my library. For what I want to do, I kind of want to just kind of want to look at next to it here, and I want to think of where I would put these colors. This really dark color here, I really like. I think it could go nicely into the sky, or even part of the border up here. So I really do like that one. I have a moon behind her head and the sun here, so I definitely need a yellow, but I do really like these yellows down here for the sun. It doesn't have to be super realistic. I can make the sky nighttime and then the sun and below sunset. And I think that that would look really cool. So I'm gonna download these and this one too. I don't like this one anymore, and this one was from a different project. So I have all those downloaded. I'm gonna go over to Illustrator again, and I'm gonna go up to File, and I'm gonna go to Place. And then here I'm gonna go to my downloads, and I'm just gonna select these three and place them. They're rather large, but you can size them down, just like a rectangle. And nicely enough, they have their hex codes right there with them when they save. Adobe makes it easy. Those are a little hard to see, you gotta zoom way in, but I'm thinking I'll just move it near the areas that I want it in. Like some sort of progression from these colors here in like a gradient style, like from purple to orange and even that blue and the pink maybe on her skin tone, and the pink also in the sand. And then these browns here I want to use for the border. I want to make like this really pretty earthy looking border. And then I think with the top I want to do some kind of border as well. I just don't know if I want to do like a design or if I want to do like stars around it, but we're gonna have fun doing this. And next time I will be probably working on the text again, so keep an eye out for another live video, and thank you so much for watching again.